Okay, second attempt at doing this because it didn't film last time I did it. I filmed the whole thing and it stopped again. Anyway, as you can see, I've had my hand done. There we go. Pretty patterned. I've only got one done because you have to wait for it to dry, and if you don't let it dry, it kind of all peels off and goes nasty. So I've got one hand done and one hand not done. At the moment, they did that in school. One of the ladies did it for me and she was very lovely. Today we've seen loads more classes and things like that. It was the last day with the children, and we each saw like 3 or 4 lessons, which were really, really good. And then in the afternoon, some of the students did some sort of traditional dancing for us and some singing, and then all the staff had a bit of a party upstairs and they were doing some kind of some dancing, and some of them danced to this song, which is in the background. So I thought I'd put that as the background song to my diary today. After we finished like at school and things, we then went to Darrowby Slums, which was where Slumdog was filmed, or some of it, and it was really weird. It wasn't hideous. It was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was, but we didn't go right into the centre of it. You're not allowed to go into the centre of it, and it wouldn't be safe even if you did go into the centre of it. You just don't go there. But the heat is really oppressive because there's so many people and the buildings are really close together, and they're kind of driving motorbikes and vans and things right down the centre of it, and you just have to leap out the way. And in some places the floors are kind of wet and a bit manky. But it's like a proper community down there. I mean, they have their own schools, their own uniforms, they have their own temple, they've got their own shops, they've got everything they need is in there. It's crazy. It's so run down and ramshackle, but yet they have absolutely everything there. And most of them were quite friendly. Like lots of the children were kind of waving at us and saying hello. Some people weren't so happy, weren't pleased to see us. I had a couple of water balloons thrown at us by some delightful school children. We also had stones thrown at us a couple of times, and there was one guy who followed us shouting, and the guide actually had to tell him to back off. So we did that. We got back. My feet were absolutely disgusting. They were just black because the floors were horrible, and I wore my proper shoes as well, so I had to clean them out and everything. But it was a good experience. I wouldn't go back there again. I certainly wouldn't go there after dark, and I wouldn't go there by myself, not even in a small group. I'd only ever go there in a big group and with a guide, because it's just not safe, I don't think. But I'm glad I went. But after we went there, we then went for a really nice meal, which with some of the school teachers, which is really nice. And we were outside, and it's kind of dairy farm, I think, but they had this great big restaurant, which was really cool, and it was kind of, they brought out loads and loads of small meals, so yeah, bit by bit, which was really cool. So you'd have like a samosa, and then they'd launch some vegetables at you, and then they launch a curry at you, and so I'm absolutely stuffed. I've also had alcohol for the first time in a week, so I've calmed down now, but I was a bit giggly earlier. And it was Kingfisher beer, which is lovely. And the ride home was quite interesting because the seat I was sat on the bus was broken, and because it was really, really busy, because it's a holiday day tomorrow, the festival, so no one's in school and lots of people aren't going to work. The roads are really, really busy, like even more so than normal. So the bus kept having to skid to a halt, and every time he did so, everyone flew forward. Only because my seat was broken, I flew forward further than everybody else. So I landed on the floor a couple of times, which is interesting, but never mind. So yeah, it's the last day tomorrow. We're going into the school for the morning. I think the lady that runs the school is going to do some sort of training and talk to us about teaching methods and things. And then we're going sightseeing and doing a bit more shopping. And then we're going to go to Leopold's Cafe, I think, in the evening for dinner. Well, that's the plan at the moment anyway. And then I leave on Saturday. So I will see you all very soon. Check out my hand. I love my hand. Oh, and my sari arrives tomorrow, so if I'm feeling excited about it, I might show it to you, or I might try and keep it a secret and show you all when I get home. But it's purple, so I'm quite looking forward to it. See you later.